Hello, this is a free call from
Blanchard.
An offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, is this a little better?
Yeah, it's so much better. Hey, I'm going to plug in my headphones, okay? So bear with me for 1 second here.
All right.
It's a little complicated. 1 second, 1 second. Come on. Sorry, hold on.
Don't worry about it.
There it is. There it's not. Ah, God damn it. Hold on. I almost got it. I know this is annoying. Hold on.
No, it's fine.
Because they're like Bluetooth, so it takes a second. And there we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Perfect. Well,
Thank
how you
you.
doing, Gypsy?
I'm doing all right. Thank you so much for the books. I didn't know it was you that sent them.
Say it again. I'm sorry, you cut out.
I said thank you for the books. I didn't know it was you that sent them.
Yeah, I couldn't put a message with them because there's like these like super. I'm sure as you know, there's super strict guidelines. Like you can only come from Amazon. I can't like send them to you myself. Like I have to send them from Amazon to you, and there's no way to like stick a message on them. So like I figured the only way you were gonna know is if I told you in the letter. But I'm happy you got them.
I love them. I used to get the Star Wars Insider magazine when I was at home, and
oh really?
whenever I was looking at the books, I was like, oh my God, I had this issue, and so it was really cool. So thank you.
Yeah, it's like a compilation of them. Yeah, I also have a couple others that should be coming to you this week, later on this week, that are just like. You'll see what they are, like travel-ish books with like different places that are cool to check out. So I don't know, you'll see what I mean when you get them.
Okay, awesome, thanks.
Yeah. Well,
my roommate was like, "Who sent those to you?" And I'm like, "I'm not quite sure."
I have no idea. Yeah.
And I'm like, "But I love
well,
them. I mean, it's clearly somebody that knows me well."
Yeah, right.
So,
it's weird to set up magazine subscriptions, so I just got like the compilation of the magazine.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm glad you got them.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
happy.
Good. Well, I got your other letter that you sent me last week, and I can't believe that you just got my letter today. Like it takes so long, I feel like, for you to get them. Because I sent that out like it was supposed to get to you on Friday. Yeah, I know. But still, it's annoying that it takes like a week.
Yeah, we should like time it to see exactly how many days it takes.
Yeah, so you were supposed to get it on Friday, but for some reason I guess it didn't happen. And then they always like send me like text alerts like, oh, we tried to deliver on Saturday, but they're like the mailroom's closed on Saturdays. And I was like, you guys should know that by now. I mean, I feel like how many times have you tried to deliver mail on Saturdays there?
Exactly, right?
And get sent away.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I got your other letter a couple days ago for the visitation, the visitation form, which I filled out.
I wanted to explain that because I'm like, I mean, you do this to travel a lot, so like if you're ever in the area or whatever, you can come visit. So that's why I had sent.
Yeah, I mean, that would be amazing. I would love to come visit you sometime.
Yeah, I know it's so far away because I was like, oh my God, Seattle is like damn near by Canada. That's 25 miles away. But then
it's okay. I mean, I can fly anywhere, know.
So I'm like, you like to travel, so who knows? Maybe I might get a visit.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. It's funny because I don't know if that would be too soon for you or anything, but so I have two fathers basically. Like I have like my biological father, and then I have like the one that like raised me a lot because my mother, as I told you before, like my mom's been divorced twice, and he lives in Pleasanton, Kansas, which is like 45 minutes south of Kansas City. And my sister lives there. My sister lives there also. And I already had a trip. Planned to go out there in like mid-September, which is like a month and a half away.
Yeah.
And Chillicothe is like 2 hours away from them.
Right.
So I could totally jump up there and just like see you for a Friday. Or I think that like I noticed that you put like you could be approved for Saturday, Sunday, but like I looked into that and it's like only immediate family or something like that.
That's like, on my part. I fixed that on my part. They have something called special visit, and it's what I do with my family all the time, because they come from so far away that, you know, if someone is visiting you from out of the state or, you know, especially a couple states away or whatever, you get approved for a special visit. And so, yes, so the Friday is for friends and the Saturday, Sunday is for immediate family. But through a special visit, if you wanted, you could spend one session on the Friday, and if you wanted to do 2 sessions the Saturday, or even just one session, whatever, works with your schedule, it works out like that. So I put in a special visit for that.
Okay. So I'm coming to Kansas City basically September 13th through the 20th.
Okay.
So if you wanted, I could come up and see you on like the 15th, which is a Friday.
Okay.
And just meet you face to face for the first time. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would.
If you would have me.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be awesome. And
that's exciting.
Yeah. So just fill out the form and send it to the prison, and that way you'd be on my visiting list, because that's how it works.
Okay.
It's like pop in for a visit. You have to be on my visit.
Yeah, right.
And so it'll be approved.
Background check.
Yeah. And I'm like, as long as you haven't been to prison recently, you should get approved.
Okay, I'll be good then. But yeah, no, I'd absolutely love that. I'd love to come see you face to face. That'd be amazing. It's a month and a half away, but that'd be great.
Awesome.
Not too far. Yeah. I also got your stepmom friend requested me on Facebook last weekend.
I had told her too. I was talking on the phone with her, and I'm like, there's this really awesome guy. Like, I talked to him for like 3 hours or some shit. And he's just so freaking cool. And we have a lot in common and stuff. And so she's like, let me look into this guy. So she's like, oh, okay, he looks sweet. I'm going to friend request him. I said, okay. And so she did.
Yeah. I hardly ever play around on Facebook. I mean, I do play around on Facebook sometimes, but not like a huge. But yeah, so like she also sent me a message. She was just like, yeah, Gypsy told me about you, and I just wanted to just say hi and thank you for all your support, and et cetera. And I was like, oh yeah, totally. And I saw that. So you're, you know, I know that I always bring this up, and it's just whatever. But your petition's like over 2,600 now, and I sent Christy another message, and I was like, hey, so like, what's the next step here? Like, what should we do now that we've reached the goal? And she goes, well, she sent me a message back actually this morning, and she was like, I want to get another 2,500 for a total of 5. And I was like, okay, I'm all in favor of that. And, you know, especially with, so as I'm sure you know, and actually I wanted to ask you, there's something else. So you said your contract ends with HBO at the end of August, you said, right?
Yeah. Or mid-August.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, mid-August. And I already saw something that's coming out on Hulu.
The thing about Michelle Dean's project.
Yeah, and you're like the very first episode, I think, that's planned.
First season. Yeah.
First season?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a whole season dedicated to you?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What she's doing is she's working on the pilot right now. It's actually a project that's been, we've been talking about it for a couple months now, and we just didn't know if any network would pick it up or anything. And we had a couple of offers from like HBO, Lifetime, just a couple of different offers, and she decided to go with Hulu. And
Okay.
so I've been talking with her about, she's writing the pilot right now. And so each episode is going to be focused on one quote-unquote character. So the first episode, she's hoping to do something where it kind of...
Hold on, Gypsy, okay. You cut out.
Can you hear me?
Sorry about that. I don't know what the hell just happened. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, so
start back. You said each episode is going to be focused on quote unquote, and that's all I heard. So start back
each character. So the first episode, she's thinking about doing, showing me, and I guess my mother's kind of exaggeration of me being allergic to sugar. And I kind of discover, like, oh, well, I'm not allergic to sugar. So she kind of is putting different things like that in there to show, I had, knowledge that I wasn't sick, but at the same time showing the influence that my mother had over me. So,
of course, yeah.
That's something that she wants to put in there. She asks, she keeps on asking for little details. So she asked me, Mom, was Mom a drinker? Was she a smoker? And I'm like, no. Was she religious? I said, yeah, we go to church every Sunday if we could.
Right.
Did she talk about religion at home? And I'm like, well, she wasn't a Bible thumper per se. But, I mean, we would have conversations of, like, what does heaven look like? And we kind of imagine ourselves in heaven. And so I said that I would like to be on a baby blue cloud, and baby blue is my favorite color. And she wanted to be on a pink cloud. So different things like that. And
that's interesting.
Yeah, and she asked me, like, did I sit in the front seat, or did I sit in the back whenever we went anywhere in the car, and like I got first dibs on passenger seat. Just different things like that to kind of put the pilot together, and she wants as much real dialogue as possible. So we kind of have to talk on a daily about different things like that, or weekly. So she's working on that
does she just record like the phone calls between you two or something? I would imagine.
No, I don't think she records them. At least not that I know of. But she does take the notes down.
Oh, okay. So are you going to be featured in it, though? Like, are you going to give, like, a camera interview?
She has not talked about that with me. This is going to be with actors. So whoever plays, it's going to be a mini-series. And it's still a long way from casting. And I'm like, who would you get to play me? And she's like, it's still a long way from casting, but whoever plays your mom would ultimately decide who is going to play you because of the, how the actresses get along with each other. So a lot kind of depends on how, who's going to be the actresses.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Yeah. I'm excited to see something like that. And also all your a part of me also has to wonder if, like, you ever just get tired of, doing all the interviews for everybody, because you're basically being, asked to relive the situation over and over and over again.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
so I'm sure that's,
it's difficult.
A lot for you.
I've kind of taken a back seat to everything. The only interview that I've done is the HBO for the documentary, and that's it, because I had that contract. So everything, my parents were doing lots of interviews. I'm sure they're quite tired of it. But as for me, I only did that one interview, and it was on the day of my sentencing, so it was a rough interview. I wasn't particularly ready for it. But I'm ready to do another interview. I am, however, just tired of, I told my dad, I'm like, when do I just get to be Gypsy? When do I get to be a woman? I'm just tired of everything. I'm tired of the spotlight. And, I mean, it's You know, whenever actors go crazy, they're at the height of their fame, and they just can't take any more. I'm at that point.
Yeah.
I'm about ready to get a tattoo, dye my hair purple, and get some piercings or something. And blame it on the fame.
Like, go all Britney Spears, and she like shaved her head and just.
No, not shave my head.
Well, except that. Right. No, I know your hair looks amazing the way it is now. Like and oh my God, you look so much. Well, I don't want to say like 100%, but you look a lot like your sister Mia. Like especially like in your eyes. You guys look. Do you ever hear that from anybody?
I've heard a couple people say it. Whenever we were on our visit, I had also my brother there, and I think I look more like my brother, and I think it's more the nose, because we have our father's nose, which I hate it, because I'm like, it's not, Mia has a cute nose. I have my father's nose. I'm like, yeah, it looks all right on the guy, but not on a female, absolutely not. So I'm going to get a nose job.
You look great, Gypsy. Oh, man.
So, I mean, yeah, I look a little bit like Mia, but I think I look more like Dylan.
Gotcha.
I think Mia and Mia just have similar eyes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, you guys look a lot like each other in the eyes, but I don't know. I didn't really see. I mean, I saw Dylan in the picture, but I didn't compare you guys at all. That's interesting you say that. But anyway.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Go away.
Okay.
All the time. Crazy.
I know.
But,
yeah. Well,
we had a great visit. I enjoyed it.
That's awesome. How often do they come see you? Like once every couple of months? I know they live far away, but.
Yeah, like once every couple of months. They're thinking about coming back in April, but everything is kind of is falling apart. Starting Friday.
What do you mean?
So Dad, I think he's just had enough, and he kind of exploded. He went to leave for work because he has 28 days offshore, 28 days onshore. That's his work schedule.
Okay.
Well,
is he like an oil rigger, or what does he do?
He works. He's a boat captain for an oil company. It's one of those big boats that go to the oil rig.
Right.
And
yeah, I know all about that.
So we got to talking, and we had a good conversation. I asked him how things was going between him and Mom. He said no change because he had been considering a divorce. Okay, so he said everything was the same. He doesn't see anything changing. And I said, well, let me talk to Mom. Maybe I can get her to come out of her shell and maybe go on a date with you. You know, have a nice romantic evening. You know, bring back the spark.
Right.
And so I'm trying to be like a relationship therapist between the two. And trying to be. And then Friday, I called Mom because I just feel like something was wrong. And I'm like, I know she had been feeling sick for a couple days, but I got the feeling something was wrong. So I gave her a call, and she sounded like she had been crying. So after, I'm like, I called because I felt like something was wrong. And she said, something is wrong. And I said, tell me. And she said, I don't think me and Dad are going to make it. And I said, what do you mean? Because she doesn't know at this point that Dad has said anything to me. So I'm like dreading the worst. And she said he had texted her. He was being an asshole. I love my dad, but damn, he was being an asshole. Because he's like saying things to her like, you gained too much weight. I'm not attracted to you anymore. I don't love you like I should. You have 3 weeks to get a job or I'm leaving. And Mia has to get a job or she can't drive her new car. Dylan has been cut off completely because he owes Dad $5,000 in debt. And as for me, I don't know. I'm like, all I ask is for $200 a month to live off of. And, I mean, that's not a ridiculous amount to live off of.
No, not at all.
I have to pay for everything: food, laundry time, phone time, stamps, envelopes, and hygiene. Just everything costs. Nothing is free here. And so I'm like that. I make do with that every month. And he's just been complaining about money, and he has a great job. Like, he has a good paid job. And so here I was like, well, I know that, I hate asking every month for my allowance because it just makes me feel uncomfortable. Mom all the time used to call him and beg him for money, and I don't want to be like that. So you can see where I feel uncomfortable. And
totally.
She said, well, he's your dad, he's supposed to take care of you. But if I ask him for your monthly allowance, don't be surprised if he tells me no. So I'm like, okay, it's just, I'm trapped in prison. I have a job that pays $7.50 a month. And I'm like, okay, so he's putting all these rules in place for everybody else, but where does that leave me? So I'm stressed out.
Gypsy, don't ever worry about anything like that. You're basically one of my good friends now. Even though I've never met you, I just I absolutely love talking to you, and I know that I'm basically a stranger. I mean, we've only been in touch for a few months, but I'm always happy to send you something here and there, just because I know that prison inmates don't make anything off of those jobs, and I understand everything costs things here and there. That's so just the fact that for you to keep in touch with me, be able to write me back and all that kind of stuff. I'll put money in your account, but I'm definitely more than happy to ever just send something your way, just to make sure that you're okay and that you've got everything that you need.
I know, and that's very sweet of you, but I don't like to ask or anything.
I know.
I'm never going to call you and be like, I need some money or anything. That's just not how I am.
Of course not. No.
I don't want you to think that I'm just calling you or, keeping in touch just for money,
I would never think that.
Okay, good.
But no, definitely not.
I love talking to you. I don't consider you a stranger anymore, so you don't have to worry about that.
Good. No, definitely. I told you, you've become one of my favorite people. So I'm more than I always love talking to you, and just the fact that you can vent to me, it makes me feel good that you have that much trust in me. But I've dealt with that same situation before. I've told you, my original parents divorced when I was just a little kid. And then my second, my mom remarried. I was always raised basically by my mother. I would go see my dad every now and then, just on Christmas break or summer break or whatever. I'd go visit him, but he was always kind of distant. We don't really have a whole lot in common or much of a connection, because we'd never really spent a whole lot of time together. So basically, my mom's second marriage was a big part of my life. And when they divorced, it's perfectly normal to start thinking things oh, does it have anything to do with me? Does it have anything to do with this? Is there anything I can do to help? And the truth is just there's nothing that we can do about it. It's all between him and her and their relationship. It's never anything in their immediate surroundings. No one can blame themselves. I'm not sure how long they've been together, but
25 years.
I would have. Wow. Yeah, that's much longer than my parents lasted, both sets. But it's always difficult and it's sad. But at the end of the day, we have to support whatever their decision is. I mean, I definitely love that you're trying to talk to them and feel out what the issue is. And a lot of times people will say one thing even though it's another. So they'll be oh no, it's definitely not this. Whatever. People sometimes lose attraction or whatever, but there might be a different reason that they just don't want to talk about, that's just an easy answer to give. I'm just falling out of love or whatever. It's just an easy answer to give instead of going into all the details.
Especially over text.
Right.
I'm please tell me he didn't just text this to to you? And she's like, yep.
Yeah.
And so she had to tell him, like, I'm not discussing this over text. And she asked him, you know, straight up, are you having an affair? And he's like, no. But, I mean, she's worried because she runs the Facebook support group for me. And she added Dad. For a while, he wasn't in the group. And she added Dad. And now he started being like, well, add this girl, add this woman. And so she's like thinking, is it somebody he met in the support group? Because, okay, so from the beginning, all the women have noticed how good looking my father is, okay? And so he's been getting a lot of, you know, people making goo-goo eyes at him. And it's just like creepy to me. But anyway, I mean, that's my dad, so he's creepy.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
My mom said the same thing. My mom said the same thing about your dad.
It's just everybody. So, I mean, I think they just get into his head or something like, oh, hey, all the women are looking at me. Yeah, I'm tied down, so I want to be free. But, like, how I'm going to accept a groupie as my new stepmom, you know, just no. So, I mean, a lot of things have been put on pause, because we were supposed to do the 2020 episode, you know, Dr. Phil and stuff like that. So I don't know when all that stuff is going to get done, if ever. I know they'll pull their shit together just for the better cause to help me. And the fact that she is still going forth with the petition is amazing.
Yeah, every day. She puts it out every day. Like she talks about you like on like, 'cause, you know, she'll pop up on my feed. It's not like I go to her profile and look at what she's doing every day, but like she'll come up on the news feed all the time, just like something about, you know, she always talks about you and your petition at least every day. She puts it out, and I'm always doing my part too to make sure that my friends and family know about it also. And I feel like with, you know, because your story is on HBO, and and obviously, like, all over Google, like, if you Google your name, there's lots of different stories, like, lots of different articles. No, it's all in your favor. But, you know, like, there are some different articles will have different pieces of information that we didn't know from the documentary, just, like, little things here and there. And, especially with Nick's case not being done yet, because he hasn't even gone to trial yet. Because, and in fact, like the latest on him was that like he opted for a bench trial, and then he changed his mind like a month or 2 months ago. He changed his mind, so now he's back on for a jury trial like at the end of the year. So I'm sure when that's over and done with, like, you know, then the story will come back out again. But I feel like HBO is a paid-for, like, extra platform that a lot of people don't have. Right. So I feel like if it was on, like, national cable, like Dr. Phil, like, that would bring a lot more attention, for better or for worse, you know, to you, because you've already said, like, you get a lot of, like, weirdos that, like, send you a lot of crazy messages and stuff. And
I thought about that really weird one. Oh, my God, he sent my letter back. And I, like, sent a bunch of pictures out, and, because I got, like, a bunch of copies of my picture, because I'm like, I don't exactly look like I, you know, used to, so I look different now. And so I give everybody an updated picture. Well, he said, and I quote, I'm sorry for bothering you, but I did write you to ask you if it was okay if I wrote to you, and here's your letters back, and don't give my info out to anybody. I was like,
what?
Yes, I got rid of him.
Why? You said that. Oh, you sent that to him.
Yes, and then he sent back my picture and my letter that I had sent as a response, like, thank you for your support and stuff. But he was like, he was just being creepy, like sending me 4 or 5 letters, and I think he wanted more out of it than just friendship. And I'm like, you know, okay, that's okay. I'm single and whatnot, and I'd be open to getting to know somebody. But he went like from 0 to 60 crazy, dude. I'm like, calm your horses.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one thing that you have to look out for. It's just like like weirdos like that are just gonna like jump straight on that gun, jump straight on that train. So just be careful. Be careful with that.
Yeah.
But no, like I'm happy that you didn't send my letters back.
Oh.
No, but yeah. So like I feel like with more attention, it could bring more attention from them. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure you're tired of all the attention from the media, as you said. Like you just want to be yourself. And I thought about that too. I was like, I'm sure she just wants to like normalize herself and like focus on what she's doing while she's in Chillicothe for the next couple of years, so that when she comes out, she has things to show for it, things to show for her time.
Right.
And so I don't want you to have a whole bunch of distractions, but at the same time, I think it's good for your story to come out to more people, so that people can have more of an understanding for it, for you, and for everything that you've had to deal with.
I feel like I love to bring awareness, and it's difficult because there are certain members of my family that are like, okay, you've done the documentary, that should be all you do, and let it go. Mm-hmm. Well, I have let it go. I'm healing, but at the same time, there's other people out there that have no knowledge of what this syndrome is and what it could do, and the potential outcome of it if it's not stopped. And so it's like I'm not just doing this for me. I'm doing it to help others, because that has always been my thing. Like, life's goal is to help others. And even if give a voice to other people who may be afflicted with the same syndrome, because it's such a powerful like mind manipulation that some people just can't, they can't even think that there's an opportunity to get out of it, So I feel like your story was definitely the first ever like highly publicized case of how bad Munchausen can get, and so I think that like you are like the leader on like helping other people who may be affected by it. So I think that's really great of you to focus on the overall point and try and give a voice to others as well. So I like that a lot. But it's also important not to lose focus on yourself too, Gypsy, because there's a lot of time that you should spend on yourself while you're in there, if not almost all of it. I am.
And
I sure am. I have, even like my friends in here are trying to help me. I'm a hermit, so I don't go out much. And my roommate and her friend from next door was like, "You're coming, get dressed, you're coming to the softball game tonight." And I'm like, "Do you know how many shows that I have to watch on TV? I have to watch Shadowhunters. I have to watch Will. I have to watch a bunch of these shows, and they're all playing on a Monday." And she's like, "You never get out. You need to go out and enjoy the day." And I'm like, "Okay, let me get dressed." So I went out for an hour, and then I came back in because I'm like, I'm going to try to call Dad. I know he's leaving to go to work tomorrow. I might be able to catch him. Well, he doesn't ever answer his phone. It's like a notorious thing for him. Doesn't ever answer his phone unless it's a text. And so I wasn't able to get a hold of him. So I'm like, okay, well, I got Kim's letter today, so I'll just call him.
Oh, great. Yeah. That's awesome. So I totally relate on that, like, sometimes myself, because I work all the time. Like, I work, like, 6 days a week right now just because we're so understaffed at the hotel that I work at. And it's like whenever I have a day off, this is, like, my first day off in, like, 9 or 10 days. And it's like, I just want to sit at home. I don't want to do anything. And, like, everyone's like, no, come on out. Like, let's go out. Let's go drinking. Let's go do this. Let's go catch a show. Let's go watch a movie. I'm just like, nope, I don't want to do anything today. I'm just going to stay at home.
See, that's what I do on my days off. I'm like, I work and I don't want to do anything on my days off. And I just want to relax, watch TV, and, take a break. Eat some popcorn, drink a soda, and watch a movie. And that's about it. And I'll call that a day.
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly the same way I am. But no. So like, but except for when I see your name come up on my phone, if you're calling me, this is only the second time you've called me, and I had to make you wait 10 minutes. My neighbor was over at my house because I just moved into the suburbs, like out of the city. Like the first address you had of me was like I lived in downtown Seattle, and I just moved to the suburbs just because like I kind of wanted to get away from like living downtown. It's so loud and it's just so like I don't know. It's so busy. Like it's never peace and quiet. Like even in the morning, like 6 a.m., like you hear all the traffic and all the the signals and everything. It just like it wakes you up. And so like it's nice to have that peace and quiet, but I also have like shitty cell phone reception, and like my phone always cuts off unless I'm like sitting on the right spot. And now I have neighbors coming over asking me to borrow like my lawnmower, and it's like, oh wow, this is cool. Like I've never had someone have to borrow a lawnmower in like 5 years, but all right, I'm getting back into that life now. Yeah. So I'm like having to meet all the neighbors now, and they're cool, but it's just like, I'm out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and like you have to, like before I'm just so used to being able to walk anywhere. Like I can just walk down the street if I wanted to go get to the grocery store or whatever. Now I have to drive like 15, 20 minutes just to get anywhere, but it's got its good and its bad. I actually kind of prefer living out here. Yeah.
I love living in a town like that. I have lived in Aurora, Missouri, and it's a little town in the middle of nowhere where you have to drive like 10, 15 miles to the nearest Walmart. And I liked it because it was quiet, it was peaceful. I had a hammock in the backyard that I used to love to swing in, and I made friends with a cat that actually was a neighbor's cat, but it took to me so much that they moved across town, and this cat would travel all the way across town to come and see me because this cat had a bond.
Oh. Yeah, that's adorable. Cats don't like me. Dogs love me, but cats don't like me. I'm always like, I'll get down like on my knees and just go like, come here, kitty, and like just like and like snap my fingers or whatever, and they just like run the other way. Okay. But dogs love me. I love dogs. In fact, I'm like I'm thinking about getting a husky. That's like my favorite dog. And now that
God, so it's mine.
Yeah, that's my favorite dog. That's awesome. Like living in the South, like Florida, like in the heat, like those are not states like Texas, Georgia, Florida. Those are not states that are for huskies because it's so hot.
Right.
But now that I live, in Seattle, which is a pretty cold city, it's it's right now it's like 75 every day, and like in Texas it's like 102. So it's pretty crazy the difference. But anyway, I'm rambling, but like I want to get a husky, and I want to name it Balto after the movie. That was like one of my favorite movies as a kid.
I swear, I think if I ever had a freaking twin, it would be you. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's like my dream. That's my dream dog.
Balto was my favorite.
Yeah, oh my God.
I used to like get on all fours and run, and freaking I was a little sled dog.
Yeah, like just carrying the medicine across the. Yeah, that was like one of my favorite movies as a kid. Like one of my favorite. Like I remember you told me Beauty and the Beast is your favorite animated movie. I think Balto was mine.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of Disney movies as a kid, but you're probably gonna wanna fucking hurt me for this one. But I've never seen Beauty and the Beast all the way through. I've only seen like the first like maybe 20 minutes of it as a kid, and I've never seen The Lion King either. I've only seen like the first half of that.
Oh
my favorite, like we only had as a kid, like we just had like a bunch of VHS tapes of like a bunch of different Disney movies, and I would just watch the same ones over and over again. So like I saw Toy Story 1,000,000 times. I saw Monsters Inc. 1,000,000 times. I saw Emperor's New Groove 1,000,000 times. But like a lot of the other ones, like especially the girlier ones like Cinderella, I don't think I ever saw that one, or Snow White. I mean, I'm sure I did, but I didn't see them like multiple times over like I did some of the other ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but anyway.
Like, whenever I was 2, I had a Lion King birthday party. With my grandmother and grandfather used to spoil me to death. Oh my God. And for my first birthday party, I was a big Barney and Baby Bop fan. My grandmother and grandfather had got the real Barney and Baby Bop to come to my first birthday party.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Even the mayor was invited.
Wow.
Yeah. And
oh,
Gypsy. Birthday was Lion King. And then I had a birthday party that had a magician. I had
That's
one
amazing.
at Burger King, and there's some home footage of it. I don't think that it's in the documentary. I'm not sure, but it was probably like my 4th or 5th birthday party. It was at Burger King, and it was so funny because it got really noisy in Burger King. And then, okay, if you can picture this kind of like little Shirley Temple little girl raising her voice and being like, "Everybody, shut up!" And my mom shot me to look like I'm going to freaking kill you whenever I get home. And so you see me kind of jump. And that was just funny. But there's home footage of that. And
yeah.
So, yeah. So I've had quite a few birthdays.
That's great. I mean, like, you sound like you had a lot more fun birthday parties than I ever did. I mean, when I had, I think the earliest, so I was a boy, obviously, so I remember, like, you know what, you and I are practically the same age, but I doubt that you ever got into it. But, like, when I was a kid, like, 7, 8 years old, it was all about Pokemon. I was, like, what every boy in my neighborhood played with. We all had, like, the cards, and we all watched the TV show, and it was, like, that was, like, a huge, like, part of me being a kid.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I had, like, a Pokemon birthday party that I don't remember how old I was in the birthday party, but, like, we went to, you ever heard of, I'm sure, Dave & Buster's, like the big, like, gaming,
yeah.
like, yeah, so we had it there, and, like, it's a huge party. That's, like, the only one I can remember where it was, like, I had, like, people dressed up in costume, and, like, that was a great birthday. I think I was maybe 8, and, but, so you definitely beat me on that, on, like, the cool birthday parties, but, like, I did see, like, some the only home videos of you, and actually your mom posted, Christy posted, like, a picture of you and Dylan when you were, like, maybe, like, 4 or 5 years old, and you're just, like, little Gypsy with your big sunglasses, or your big glasses on. So you're so cute.
My nerdy glasses.
Yeah, big glasses. And there's also home... I loved it. And then there's the home footage clip of you at 1 year old, and, like, it's your mom, and she's just like, where's your cranium, and you, like, point to your head, and it's like, where are your phalanges, and you point to your fingers. And I was like, oh my God, what a smart 1 year old. Like, that's unreal.
Yeah, I used to be pretty smart. I don't know what happened.
No. You're awesome. But
I don't remember that, but I remember watching the footage of that. Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then there's, like, some other ones of you just, like, what looks like a gymnastics class or something.
Oh,
just, like, running around with a bunch of other kids. What was it?
Cheerleading class. Yeah, it was like a
cheerleading class.
For, like, a day. Everything else was always like something for a day, and then I think it's hard. I don't want to do it, and then give up.
No, I can relate on that too. I remember, like, being a kid, and my mom would put me in, like, karate class. I was like, Mom, this sucks. It's hard. I don't want to do this anymore. I'd get all excited about it for, like, the first couple of days, and then I got realized, like, this is actually, like, I'm 10 years old. I don't want to be working out and going to karate class. I just want to go home and watch The Simpsons or something. Yeah. So, yeah, I can relate. But, yeah, and it's just like you, just, like, running around.
The only thing I really liked was violin. I took violin lessons when I was younger.
Oh, really?
And that was the only thing that I really liked. But then we became homeless, and we could no longer afford a tutor. So I was kind of forced to give that up. Well, I kind of wonder where I'd be today if I had continued the violin lessons. Maybe I might have some talent in that department.
Hey, you can always get right back into it, You can get right back into it.
Yeah, but I do like art, so I'm going to probably just stick to art.
Yeah. No, definitely. I would love to see you pursue some violin if you have, like, a memory of liking it. Like, who knows how much you can do. I mean, for me, it's like, my dream was, like, 'cause every guy can play guitar, you know, like almost every guy can play guitar. And I've always been, like, the person who just, like, wants to do something that's completely opposite and just something that no one else does. Like, you know, so for me, it's like I would love to learn how to play piano just because, I don't know, I've never really met anybody else, like, at least my age, that can play piano anyway. And so, like, I was actually looking into that, like, last week. I was like, I wonder, like, would it be weird for a 25-year-old guy to just go and do piano lessons? And I don't think so. So I might actually just, like, jump into that and just, like, learn how to play piano. Like, just, you know, a wild card, so to speak. Because, like, I can't do art. I can't draw for shit. My handwriting is absolute garbage, as I'm sure you could.
No, trust me, I've seen some handwriting that's like, I can't read this. And, like, I have trouble reading cursive or script. Because I print. That's the only thing that I've ever known how to do. And I've gotten better at it since I've been in school, because it used to be that
You've got great handwriting, actually. Like, you don't ever go outside of the lines like I do.
Well, I mean, sometimes if I can't see in the dark, sometimes my roommates will be sleeping and I'll try to write a letter in the dark and I'll be like, oh, I messed that up. And I have to see what I'm writing or else I misspell it. And I'm like, dang it, I misspelled that, and then crumple that up and start on a new one. And so I have to do it that way. But it used to be really bad. Like, I used to have my capital letters mixed in with my small letters, and to where it just, like, it was almost charming. It was, like, childlike, where I just could not get it right. And then I started school, and I learned what was supposed to be capitalized and what was not, and I got better at it.
Yeah. No. That's how it goes. It's like, you know, it's like, for me, it's like, I think about it, like, how often do I actually sit down and write? Like, I don't. I never sit down and write. Like, writing letters to you is about the only thing I ever, like, actually write, you know? I don't, because I don't go to, I'm not in college right now, I'm planning on going here as soon as possible, but, like, for right now, like, in the last couple of years, like, how often does somebody sit and write? You know, it's like, it's also like reading. Like, I read, but, like, not a whole lot. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I read a book a month, because I really don't. But like, whenever, yeah, exactly. Unless it was for school or something like that. Like, I don't hardly. Yeah. So, like, the last book that I read was a book called City of Thieves, because I love, like, World War II history, and it was a book about that, and that was, like, maybe 4 months ago. So it's been a while, and, like, I don't like listening to books on tape just because I feel like it's cheating. And yeah. But anyway, and I don't know how I got here, but so yeah, my writing is gonna get better. So, but anyway.
Pretty doggone good.
Yeah. Like, when I wrote you that letter, the one that you just got, I was, like, sitting in a restaurant, like, by the waterfront, and, like, the waiter kept coming over and, like, putting shit down and, like, moving stuff around. I'm like, I had to keep moving and, like, putting the notebook over here, moving over there, and I'm like, look back at it, I was like, oh, it's kind of all sloppy now. Hopefully she'll still be able to read it. Yeah. But, oh, dude, so I just started watching that show Blancharde, and it is insane. I was like,
right?
This is Gypsy told me to watch this. Like,
I know.
It's the first episode was so insane, like, just so like, I mean, I don't care, whatever. It's like so much blood, and I'm like, how is this on Sci-Fi? Because Sci-Fi is like cable network. And, like, next thing I know, like, it's basically porn. Like, the guys just start, like, fucking each other in the front seat of the car at the end of the episode. I'm like, all right.
That's when that got me hooked. I'm like, what is this show? And then it had told me, because I started watching on TNT, and they made, like, a little preview or whatever, and they said that it was on Sci-Fi. So I had tuned in, and I was, like, watching the second episode, and I just kept watching. I'm like, this show is so majorly fucked up, but it's just so intense, I cannot stop watching.
Exactly. That's, like, my thoughts exactly. I was like, this show is so messed up and, like, crazy and weird and intense, but, like, I just want to keep watching. Like, before my neighbor came and knocked on my door, I was watching episode 4. I'm on episode 4. I'm, like, more than halfway through it, which is, like, the one. I'm not sure if you're caught up on it at all, but they're like in the insane asylum trying to break out the girl driver's sister.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm almost at the end of that one, and then I think there's like 2 more, and then it comes on every Wednesday.
Right.
But so like I've been watching that
one,
show.
The one after that one is just it's hilarious because oh my god, I was watching it with Becky, and I got her hooked on it. And so the next episode there's like this kind of like a love potion or whatever that gets spread to all the people, and they all get affected by it. And there's like this bus, and the bus is just having like it's straight porn. It has all these people fucking each other, and it's just like oozing cum, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
And then
all right. Well, yeah, I'm excited to see that one.
There's these bunnies, and they're like blue bunnies, okay? And so they're showing the bunnies, and the bunnies are like going at it. And I'm like, and they wonder how Blue Bunny ice cream is made.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, no, I'll definitely. I'll have to watch that one too. Like, I'm probably gonna catch up because the next one, it's like almost over. I think there's only like 2 more left, and it was like all my favorite characters have died already. Like my first favorite character was Fat Elvis, and I was like, even though I had no reason to like him other than the fact that he was just, oh, that's cool, Fat Elvis, okay.
Right.
And then he just like dies out of nowhere. and then it was like Clown Dick just dies out of nowhere. Like, okay, he's gone too. And then it was, so now it's like I like the Gentleman a lot, and then it just shows him like banging his like little dude, whatever he's called.
Like, bitch.
I forget the name that yeah, exactly, his
partner,
bitch. I forget what they call him. Like the scholar or something like that they call him. And I was like, okay, all right, well, that's weird. Like, all right, now the Gentleman's kind of like bumped down my list, so that's kind of strange, but all right. And so now it's like I just like Slink, like just the Julian Slink, like the leader of the blood drive. He's just the best character.
That's Becky's favorite. I'm like, she's such a fan of that guy. My favorite is probably the cop, so that's my favorite.
Arthur? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good watching his transition from like being all like, by the book for the first episode.
Right.
Now he's just like kind of like going off the deep end, watching him run around with a belt wrapped around his head and pretending to be crazy. It's funny. Yeah. But so I'm catching up so that we'll be able to talk about it when it's over.
Cool.
And I wish you could watch Game of Thrones because that's been pretty good so far too.
Has it started?
But yeah, it started. So episode 2 came out yesterday, and me and my friend watched it together, and he fell asleep. But I was like, "Oh, dude, what? How could you fall asleep in this? This is awesome." And so I finished it. So it's incredible. It's a great show. I can't wait for you to see it whenever you are free.
Yeah.
And yeah, but no, I can just tell that I know that you'll love it, just judging by the things you told me you liked about it.
I will. I mean, I loved the first season, and I got to see episode 2 in the second season. It's gory, but at the same time, like I think I can kind of stand it a little bit. But I think the overall story trumps the gore. So I'm like, everybody's talking about
if you can handle Gyps, if you can handle Blood Drive, you can handle Game of Thrones times 10, okay? Like, you'll be all right.
And this new show is supposed to start soon. I don't know if it's supposed to start tonight or I'm not sure, but it's the lady that wrote the True Blood book, the 50 Stackhouse book, Charlene Harris.
Okay.
Well, she had came up with a new TV show, and it's called Midnight Texas. That's supposed to start, and it looks really, really good. So I think it's on NBC.
You gonna watch that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that one. I just have to
What
figure
channel
out.
does that come on?
We probably don't have the same channels, but it's NBC.
NBC?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have that. I'm sure we have all the same channels. I mean, there might be like different.
The number I was talking about. I was like, what channel it is? What number?
No, not the number. Yeah, probably a little bit different on that one.
Right.
But yeah, the I guess what else would you call it besides channel? What network does it come on?
Yeah.
Okay, the network. That's what I should have said. All right. Well, NBC. And what other shows did you say you watch on Mondays? Like, what are your 3 shows that you watch every Monday?
I watch Shadowhunters.
Oh, that's another sci-fi one, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not. It doesn't play on Sci-Fi. Over here, it plays on a channel called Freeform. But over there.
Oh, Freeform. Okay.
I think maybe over there
it
will be something like ABC Family.
Yeah, it used to be called ABC Family, and then it got changed to that one. It's like the same channel that like Pretty Little Liars and all that stuff comes on. Yeah.
News to me. I've been down
well, that
for
happened
2
a
years.
while ago, I think. That happened before. But yeah, it's like Court TV is now called like True TV. Like a couple of different networks have like changed their names.
Oh, okay.
But anyway.
So yeah, I watch Shadowhunters on Freeform. I watch Will on TNT. It's about William Shakespeare.
Will. Okay.
Let's see. Then I think it went on summer break, but still StarCraft on ABC.
Okay.
And
there's like this like parody. Do you know who Seth MacFarlane is?
Yeah.
So like he's doing this like space kind of like comedy show that's coming on Fox like next month. That looks pretty interesting. I can't remember the name of it, but pretty much everything he ever makes is hilarious. Like if you ever saw the movie Ted, well, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Ted. That movie's hilarious. Like usually all his work is kind of just like high-ish humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. I have to tune in for that. Yeah. I'm not turning in laundry.
Awesome.
I did laundry. But,
what's that?
I said I was calling the bullhorn. I'm not doing laundry. I did laundry already.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what time does your show come on?
I have no idea. I'm kind of blowing them off right now.
All right. Yeah. But anyway.
But, if you can catch Will, it's good. I think that they're on their 3rd or 4th episode, so you haven't missed that.
Okay. Okay. Well, I can like we have like I have like on demand. You can always go back and watch the older ones and catch up. I'll catch up with you on that one.
Okay.
William Shakespeare. Yeah. But I don't have anything really going on this week. Like I have to work again. Like this is my only day off, and I have to go back to work for 6 more days. And yeah, so I'm like I'll be able to catch up on those shows when I'm not working.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go into the college probably this coming weekend. Oh, and I had to ask you, like, I mean, are you allowed to send like cards to you? Can I send you things like cards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they don't have not PVC pipe, that kind of pipe cleaners. I don't know what it's called. It's the craft pipe thingy that you can make crafts out of.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, like plastic.
Yeah. So as long as there's no plastic or googly eyes on it, I can get it.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Yeah.
What do you, I wonder if your roommate, Becky, has anything special, like, lined up for your birthday for you? I mean, as special as it,
She's fixing to go to treatment. So she's going to be taken out of general population and put on free house. So we won't be roommates anymore. But I told her, I said,
oh, no.
I said I would keep, because, oh, my God, like, out of the people that write me, you're her favorite. And I don't blame her. And so she's like, I just love this guy.
Well, I wish I knew more about her.
Yeah, well,
but
she's sweet. She's like one of my favorite roommates. She's really, really cool. And so anyway, like we did like a little birthday party. I want to say 2 weeks ago. And
okay.
We had a cake and we played some music, and I made a pin the tail on the CO. So I drew a picture of the CO with donkey ears.
Pin the tail on the CO.
Yes.
That's incredible.
And I'm on the honor dorm, so like other inmates could come into our room. We could go in each other's rooms. So I had a couple of girls that I'm friends with on the wing. I was like, come to my party. And so we played that game. And like, we don't have tape. So I used toothpaste. And I was like, put toothpaste on the tail and then pin it on the freaking, on the wall. So,
well, you know what? You made it happen. You know, against all the odds, you made it happen.
Right.
You sound like you're an amazing friend. I don't think anybody would do something like that for me, like figure out all the ins and outs and ways around things like that. That's awesome.
I learned that in county because we would always do stuff like that in county, and all the COs would make us take our pictures down or whatever. There was toothpaste everywhere, and people might wonder if they had it in the jail. And they're like, why is there toothpaste on the walls and the ceiling? So
it's our glue, okay?
Right, it's our glue. And
that's hilarious.
So we had a fun time doing that, and we made chicken enchiladas, and that was pretty tasty. So yeah, we just had a little party, and it was fun. And I'm like, you know, it's probably the best party that I've had since I've been locked up, because the first couple of parties, or not even a party, the first couple of birthdays that I had, locked up, sucked.
Right.
Literally. So I'm like, I didn't want to celebrate it just because of everything that was going on. So finally, it's like I get to have a little bit of normalcy in my life.
Yeah. When would you say that you could finally like take a breath and like start to relax? Would it have been after your plea deal, or like sometime recently? Like, I'm curious, like when did you like finally take a breath of like relief? If you can answer that.
I don't think I have yet. I mean, as far as knowing that I won't spend the rest of my life in prison, that was like right.
Yeah.
My attorney told me that I was getting 10 years. But after like a sigh of relief where I'm like, it's over, still hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, just 8.5, Gypsy, not 10. You'll be out.
I'll be out.
I guarantee you'll get parole.
Oh.
Yeah, 6.5 from now, but 8.5 total.
Oh yeah.
And
like, oh my God.
Did you hear that OJ got his parole granted to him like 3 days ago?
Yeah, I know. I thought he got convicted of that of the murder, and someone was like, "Oh no, he got released on that. He fucked up and did something else." I'm like, "You idiot!"
Yeah, the thing is that like he actually did do it. I mean, he got off on it, but everyone knows he did it, and so it was like one of those things where it's like, you better not get in any kind of trouble, man. Otherwise, like, you know, they're gonna retaliate. And he like went back, like when he got off of his first initial charge, he went broke, and like somebody went to his house and like took all his stuff, and so he went to go get it back, but he like took a gun with him, and that's like armed robbery, even though it was his own stuff that he was trying to get back. Like the fact that he brought a gun like made it a robbery, and so they're like, okay, now you have like risk for that, but then I guess he got parole, so he's getting out. I just think I don't think that he should, but it is what it is. Anyway.
I mean, if someone like that can get out, then there's hope for me.
Yeah, there's definitely hope for you, Gypsy. Definitely hope for you. Yeah. No, I mean, we'll save the biggest party of all for when you finally come out. But I'm actually like really excited to meet you in September. So I'll fill out the form, and I'm gonna send it in tomorrow, and then and we'll keep in we'll keep in touch, and I'm gonna send you something for your birthday. So keep an eye out. I'll have to send it. It'll be a couple different variations, obviously, because you can't put certain things in the same envelope. Learn that the hard way, even though you told me. I listened, but
people forget all the time.
Yeah, no, but it's funny because like when you sent me the pictures of you and your family for the visit, it came in the same envelope as the letter. So why can't mine come to you in the same envelope as the letter?
It's just weird freaking rule.
What is the sense in that? But
I can
yeah, so keep
cards and when is your birthday?
My birthday is October 1st, 1992. Okay. So I'll be 25 and just a few months from now. Yep. And in case you were wondering how to pronounce my name, it's my name is actually Kenan, but I go by Ken because it's easier, because when it's spelled out the whole way, it's Kenan. And everybody thinks it's Keenan or something weird like that. So I just, I'm just so tired of having to correct everybody. So I've been going by Ken basically for the last 8 years. And my middle name is Rayleigh, and my last name is pronounced Urker. The R is silent, so it's not Urker, like I'm sure you probably thought it was. But everybody else.
I didn't even go there to pronounce it.
Well, anyway.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Okay. Because Becky was wondering, she even told me, she's like, ask him his middle name. What's his middle name? I'll ask. So
I don't know yet.
I don't know yet. Maybe it's Robert or I don't know, just something like that. I don't know. My middle name is not something that, people tend to pronounce easy. It's Alcida. So. Oh,
your middle name isn't Rose?
No, my first name is Gypsy Rose. It's Gypsy-Rose. And
is that right? I never knew that.
Yeah.
Wow. I never would have guessed that. I wonder if I'm sure you're named after the lady, right? Gypsy Rose.
Actually,
forget her last name.
Actually, I'm not.
No?
It's kind of a coincidence thing. One of those cosmic weird things that happen. No, I think my grandmother, I think is the one that came up with the name. This is by my mother's information, because she said that my grandmother had came up with it, and because it sounded pretty, she just decided to name me that. But a lot of people assumed that it was because of Gypsy Rose Lee. And I'm like,
that's right, yeah.
Originally I thought it was, but turned out to be no. And then, awkward as it would be, Gypsy Rose Lee had a stage mom who would force her to perform and stuff whenever she didn't want to, and it's just kind of weird how...
Yeah, that's a weird connection, right?
It is a curse.
No, I love your name. It's incredibly unique. I've never met anybody else with that name, so actually I love the fact that you have a unique name like that. But tell me again, what was your middle name?
It's Alcida. A-L.
How do you spell that? A-L. Alcida. Okay, so Gypsy Rose Alcida Blanchard.
Yep.
Interesting. Well, it's nice to meet you, Gypsy Rose Alcida Blanchard. I won't forget that.
Nice to meet you too. It'll be even better when we actually get to meet each other. Now, what?
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna prepare you. I'm awkward, so I'm just preparing you early.
I don't think you're awkward at all. Don't worry about it. I thought that our first conversations or two would be awkward, and they haven't been at all. So I'm sure that we'll be all right.
Right. Yeah. There's a food in the vending machines and stuff if we get hungry or something.
I remember reading the rules.
I have to buy a picture ticket.
You have to what?
I have to buy a picture ticket. We gotta take a picture.
Oh, absolutely.
That'd be awesome.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would hope we would.
Yeah, absolutely.
You definitely will.
You know me, I'm a camera hog.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I feel kind of bad. I feel like I should send you more because I have 4 or 5 of you, and you only have the one of me. But you're gonna get another one on your birthday that I took that you'll see. It's semi-interesting. I'm not gonna overhype it, but it was. I drove past something, and I was like, that's where I'm gonna take Gypsy's birthday picture for her, and you'll see what I mean when you get it.
Awesome. Yeah, Becky's like, get him to send more of him.
Yeah, no, I will. I definitely will.
Awesome. Yeah.
Well, Gypsy, it's been super great talking to you. I think I should let you go watch your shows, and I'm gonna check out Will, and I'm gonna check out Shadow Hunters. I'm gonna check out all your shows so that we can talk about them, because I'm curious to see what you like to watch. Because for me, it's like I watch a lot of comedies. Like I love comedy shows, like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is a to watch, or Archer. I love Bob's Burgers. I love just a lot of comedy. So yeah, I'm interested to check out what you.
There's one comedy show that I watch. It's called Adam Ruins Everything, and
okay.
It's really funny. It kind of takes you. It's kind of informative, but it throws a lot of comedy in there. And it's this guy that they had one a couple weeks ago where he was talking about how you could be buried, or like you could be cremated. Just the real facts of it all. Like, how do you want your body to be disposed of? And it was like freaking funny, because they have his friend or whatever that does it with him, and she's like, I don't want to be burnt alive. And he's like, well, you could either be put on the mantle, burnt alive, put in the ground for worms to eat you. So it's just very funny.
Well, would you be burned alive? You'd be burned dead.
Right. Good point.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes I don't have a brain.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, wishing through
no, I have the same goofs sometimes too. But so yeah. I mean, that's actually an interesting question. Like, what would I want? Probably to be buried. I don't know. Probably to be buried. Like, I would like to like be all like romantic with it, and like be buried and have like a spot saved next to me for like my wife or whatever, when the day comes. But like I don't think I'd ever want to be cremated either.
No.
It sounds terrifying.
Yeah. I'm like that. That's just, I don't know. I don't want to be cremated. There's a such thing as natural burial, where you're just covered in like a shroud and you're put in the backyard or something. But I don't know if I'd want that either. I'm just like, can I live forever? Because I don't want to be eaten alive by bugs. I don't want to be burnt dead.
Yeah. Burnt dead. Sorry. Yeah.
So, well, I might as well just be buried in general. But I'm like, it took me the longest time to figure out that everything in life costs something. I'm like, you have to pay to be buried, and you have to pay to be born. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Nothing in the world is free, Gypsy.
Right. Learning
it
for
sucks.
myself.
Yeah. It's okay. Luckily, we have people that will make sure that we get buried, or people that make sure that we get born. So we're good. But yeah, but I'll check that out too. So you said it was Alan Ruins Everything.
Yeah.
Adam Ruins Everything. Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, if you have time, comment on your birthday so I can say happy birthday to you, and let me know if you get my stuff.
Okay, I will, and I look forward to getting the picture.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Gypsy, I'm super great talking to you, and I can't wait to hear from you again, okay?
All right, sounds good. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The caller has hung up.